Welcome to this training module on the strategic plan change process. My name is Nate Dowdle, and this module is to aid understanding how changes are made and applied to the strategic plan during the fiscal year. DHRA receives guidance and direction from many sources, such as from the DoD and from the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Personnel and Readiness. This guidance influences our strategic plan goals, and our goals shape our initiatives. We can reflect the latest guidance and respond to changes in the political, financial, or regulatory landscapes by updating our initiatives. A lot happens during the fiscal year that may warrant an update to our strategies or a reappraisal of the information in our strategic plan. The purpose of the strategic plan change process is to keep the strategic plan up to date with information that is accurate and correctly reflects the endeavors of the DHRA enterprise. The strategic plan is considered a living document because it is subject to continual monitoring and refinement throughout the year and is updated when needed. While there is one major update or refresh that occurs on or around the beginning of each new fiscal year, the strategic plan is also updated throughout the year using the change process as new information is available and as we respond to our operating environment. Each OPR that needs to update the strategic plan will send in a change request package consisting of an updated strategic plan and a completed summary of changes document. A Microsoft Word version of the plan and a summary of changes template can be found on the PLWG SharePoint site. Changes to the plan should be made using track changes or red font within Microsoft Word, and for measures using red font or highlighting the affected cells within Microsoft Excel. The summary of changes template captures the changes being requested and serves as a record for referencing the details of changes made to the strategic plan. This document contains 8 inputs. The first section is to identify where the changes occur in the plan. The second block is the Office of Primary Responsibility submitting the changes, and the third block is for point of contact details. The information in the Summary of Changes input block should be clear enough so that it is easy to decipher exactly what is being changed. You can capture multiple changes to the same part of the strategic plan using one Summary of Changes document. For example, multiple changes to the same initiative. It is recommended that multiple Summary of Changes documents are used when multiple items are being updated within the plan. The driver for change block is for the impetus or justification for why the change is being made. The approved by input is the name and title of the approval authority who will or has signed off on the change. We will cover the approval authorities on the next slide. Next is the date the change was approved. Leave this block blank if the change is being sent to SPI for approval routing, otherwise put the date the change was approved. The last input is for administrating strategic plan changes. Please leave this block blank. Changes to the strategic plan are approved by different individuals or groups depending on what is being changed and if that change is an addition, alteration, or removal. For most changes to current initiatives and measures, approval will be by the OPR's Chief of Staff or higher. If the executive sponsor or another designated senior leader is the approving authority, then action officers must coordinate the changes directly with the appropriate leader before submitting their changes. If Director of DHRA, Council, or Board approval is required, submit the package to Headquarters SPI and the proposed changes will be routed as appropriate. Ensure your organization's Board or Council member can brief the proposed changes. Some administrative type changes are exempt from needing an approval authority before being incorporated into the strategic plan. For example, changes to update language to match current terminology or to correct grammatical errors. Please contact Headquarters SPI if you feel like you have one of these changes. Change requests are sent to the group SPI email address listed here. All changes receive a cursory review by both SPI and DPAC to confirm that the changes comply with the business rules and don't have any potential issues with their incorporation into the plan. Once everything is good to go, the strategic plan is updated with the changes. The POC requesting the changes is notified of the updates, and the new version of the strategic plan is posted to both the strategic plan SharePoint site and the plan's working group SharePoint site.